Hi everyone, welcome to Module 9 of Kinesiology 2050 Applied Health and Wellbeing. This module builds on the last two modules. So what we're doing is we're really kind of building into a whole health and fitness unit. Again, how to kind of look at it from the aspect of your own well-being, but also how you would figure out how to lead other people through it with whatever their goals are. So this module really builds on the last two, and then next week will also kind of culminate this whole experience. This week is really about creating a menu and nutrition plan that matches up with what you did last week, trying to figure out all the numbers for what would be appropriate nutritionally for you, and then also go back and compare it to when you did the nutrition log, because the last part of the nutrition log that you were supposed to do was analyzing it. And I'll explain this all as we get into the content video. But the first things that you're going to do this week is I want you to print the handouts. There are two handouts. One is creating a new nutritional menu for yourself, and the other is creating a nutritional menu for your fictitious client. So print those out and have those available. Also, I would like you to have available your nutrition log that you did, complete with the analysis. Remember, the last thing I asked you to do was actually analyze, not record again, but actually analyze everything you ate for calories, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So that's going to be really important to have available. And then I would also like you to have available what you did last week in trying to figure out a nutrition plan for both yourself and your client. And again, that was just a whole lot of kind of math and understanding foundation to get you to the point where you had a requirement of calories, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins that would actually match you, your lifestyle, and your goals. And again, I led you through kind of a big, long process to hopefully end up with some really simple numbers. So I know kind of the takeaway from there didn't look like a whole lot because they were just numbers, but those were really important numbers because they were based again on what your goals are, what your lifestyles are, what your likes are, and they are absolutely individual to you. So I'd like you to have those available because what we're going to do this week is really build on those. And so you need to watch the content video, because in the content video, I'm going to really go through how to look at nutrition labels, how to read nutrition labels, and then I'm going to leave you on your own to be able to go through from the information gained from the content video and create your own menu plans. Okay. Also, there are some readings that you need to do. One of the readings is on kind of the history of nutrition labels, which is really important. I don't need you to pick up all the real specific information on those readings, but they're really important because what they do is they kind of give you a background. We didn't used to have requirements for nutrition labels. And a lot of times you read a nutrition label and you just make an assumption based on that label. And so that reading kind of goes through how nutrition labels were developed, who's exempt from certain labels and why, and what it will do will give you enough working knowledge to know then how to find out more information when you are trying to figure out nutrition labels for yourself. So those readings are really important. After you do the readings, again, you're going to take the content quiz. And then what you're going to do is you're going to actually create for yourself a 3-day menu plan. Now, this 3-day menu plan needs to match up to the numbers that you came with last week in trying to figure out how to meet your own goals with your own nutrition needs. So if you didn't finish last week's, or if somehow you got messed up on the numbers, you need to go back and do your best to be able to really have some accurate numbers, because those numbers are going to be super important into going into this week's homework. So what you're going to do is you're going to base it on those numbers and then figure out menu plans for yourself. And again, I'm going to walk you through all of this. And then the other thing you're going to do is you're going to create a 3-day menu plan for your fictitious client. Because again, we're looking through two lenses in this class: what it is looking like for your own health and well-being, but also really stepping out of yourself, and what it would look like to really help or inspire or lead somebody or coach somebody through their own well-being. So these may look very different for yourself and what it might look like for the client. But what you're going to end up with are 2 3-day plans. At the end of your plan, I'm going to ask you to go back and kind of then compare it to what the analysis you found from your nutrition log, which could be really interesting. And so again, I'm gonna lead you through that all in the content video. And then as always, you're gonna do your weekly wellness or behavior change activities and write a summary on that. So the things that you're gonna turn in this week are the menu plan for yourself, the menu plan for a fictitious client, and then your weekly wellness activities. But all of those, like not the wellness activities, but the menu plans are super important, that they build from the foundation that we've already built in the last couple of modules and be on the content video. Okay, so again, it's kind of like we're nearing the end of a really important kind of several module long process. So it's going to be really important that you build it on what we've already done and you have those resources available. And again, this whole list of activities is on your Blackboard page for the content and assignments for Module 9. Okay, so welcome to Module 9, deep into nutrition planning and really understanding what it looks like then to kind of pull it off. And then next week we're going to go into fitness, and then that will be the end of our health and nutrition unit. And then we'll go into other things like communication and sexual health and other things like that. So, okay, have a good week. See you during the content video.